Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, everyone. My name is Riezka Sekartaji Nabiela. I'm from Telkom University, Indonesia, and today I'm going to present you my research, Samudera Port's Digital Transformation Strategy Development with the Implementation of ETOS, Electronic Terminal Operating System. Okay, first of all, let me introduce you about the objects of this research. So the object for this research is PT Samudera Indonesia, that is a company engaged in integrated cargo transportation and logistics, officially established in 1964 and founded by Mr. Sudarpo Sastrosoetomo. Now, the company has several business lines, which include shipping, ports, logistics, shipyard, property, and services. And this research will be focused on one of Samudera's business line, Samudera Ports. Well, Samudera Ports is a line of business that has been established since 1986 and started a business in the field of loading and unloading services at various ports in Indonesia. Then in 2003, this line of business developed into a terminal manager at the port. Now, the company operates 4 terminals and ports. 3 of them are located in Port Tanjung Priok, Jakarta, and one in Palaran, Samarinda, East Borneo. Okay, now let me introduce you to ETOS, Electronic Terminal Operating System. ETOS is one of the digital transformation innovation that owned by Samudera Indonesia. ETOS was created in 2008 by Prawira Sarana Informatika and was first implemented at TPK Palaran Samarinda in 2010. ETOS provides one integrated and real-time view of all operational activities from upstream to downstream, specifically designed to meet the operational needs of the terminal. ETOS is scalable, configurable, and flexible for every terminal business. Then, let me show you the main function of ETOS. From planning, operating, billing, reporting, and compliance, it's all integrated in one application, ETOS. Let me explain you about the research background. The first one, 70% of the total area of the Republic of Indonesia is water. This condition causes Indonesian sea lanes to become very important for both national and international shipping. Next, the fact that 90% of global trade moves by sea, demonstrating the role of shipping industry as the backbone of the world economy. The next one is innovations in science and technology greatly affect the way actors in the shipping industry carry out their operational activities. And the condition of the shipping industry is very dynamic and faces different challenges such as social, climate change, economic, and more importantly, very fast technological developments, which requires the industry to see these challenges as opportunities and not as threats. And the last one, digitalization efforts carried out by Samudera Indonesia in all their business lines. Problem formulation. Port management is very important to think about because it involves the price of good sand can be cheaper. This is the key to operate the infrastructure properly and efficiently. The port is the right ecosystem for the implementation of digital transformation because it has a very dense and complex operational system, so that effectiveness and efficiency are needed. Samudera Indonesia's digital development plan will continue to be carried out in various business lines. The 2021 Samudera Indonesia Annual Sustainability Report explained that the throughput in 2021 for the domestic port at Tanjung Priok with a pier length of 450 meters will reach 357,609 TEUs, while at Palaran Port, Samarinda, East Borneo, with a pier length only 270 meters, but optimally operated with ETOS can reach 282.164 TEUs. I have three questions of this research. The first one is how was the business model at the port before and after the implementation of ETOS? The next one is what is the strategy for changing a non-ETOS port to a modern ETOS-based port? And the last one is how the digital transformation roadmap for the ports managed by Samudera Ports towards ETOS-based ports. For the literature review, I will explain you briefly. So the first basic theory is Strategic Management by Wahyudi in the Book of Strategic Management, Haji Nasaruddin, 2020. Next one is Business Model by Scalmo 2013 that defines business model includes 5 dimensions that are the customer dimension, the benefit dimension, the value added dimension, the partner dimension, and the financial dimension. And Changing Management by Kurt Lewin. And next, the Digital Transformation by Verhoef 2021, and it have a sub theory, Digital Transformation of Business Model by Scalmo 2016, and Digital Transformation Roadmap by Scalmo 2016. So these are the phases of digital transformation that included in a roadmap by Scalmo 2016. It has 5 phases, that is digital reality, digital ambition, digital potential, digital fit, and digital implementation. Okay, so this is the schematic framework for this research that will be used to compile a digital transformation roadmap carried out on the Samudera Ports business model with the implementation of ETOS so that it can be more widely used. And now let's go to the discussion and conclusion. Okay. So this research has been held in Pelabuhan Samudera Palaran, Prima Nur Panuriwan, and Praweda Sarana Informatika since February 2022 until August 2022. There was 4 actors in this research. The first one was Mr. Buyung Pramitra as the President Director of PT Pelabuhan Samudera Palaran, Mr. Andi Kurniawan as the Business Solutions Manager PT Praweda Sarana Informatika, Mr. Bama as the Planning and Controlling Section Head PT Prima Nur Panuriwan, and Mr. Hamami as the Operations Section Head PT Prima Nur Panuriwan. Digital Transformation Roadmap. The first phase is digital reality. The business model previously run by Samudera Ports was a manual model that includes 5 dimensions of the business model. The first one is customer dimension, where the customer have to directly go to the counter to process documents, make payment through banks, undergo long queues with a long and complex export-import procedures. Next, the benefit dimension, where the customer's benefit is only limited to a physical export-import transaction. Next, the value-added dimension. Previously, Samudera Ports service value was only have complete facilities and customer service staff who stand by at the counter to solve the problems that may occur. And partner dimension. The previous model had a limited network, and the last one is financial dimension. Basically, the revenue is gained from the receiving, delivering, loading, and discharge activities. The next phase is digital ambition. The main objective of digital transformation through the implementation of ETOS in Samudera Port's business model is the creation of a more effective, efficient, and environmentally friendly business model in supporting four main activities in port operations, namely receiving, delivering, loading, and discharge. The next phase is digital potential. In the previous business model, there was a lot of digitalization potential that came up from several problems that occurred in port operational activities. In addition, the potential for digitalization also starts from benchmarking carried out to modern ports aboard, as well as the motivation to become a green smart port. Now, with the digitalization within the implementation of ETOS, the business model obviously improving, and also the five dimension in it. The first one is customer dimension. Now, with the implementation of ETOS, Samudera Ports could provide customer with various facilities for managing loading, unloading activities. Next one is the benefit dimension, where customer get ease of transaction, document management, cargo monitoring, and others. Samudera Ports also benefits from the effectiveness and efficiency in terms of operations, finances, and resources. Next, to the value-added dimension, in addition to increasing effectiveness and efficiency through the implementation of ETOS, there are other added values such as data accuracy, service speed, ease of transaction, transparency, etc. For the partner dimension, obviously ETOS has developed networking in Samudera Ports business. And the final one, financial dimension, the revenue obtained from various operational activities at the port, such as loading, unloading services, receiving and delivery, berthing of ships, container stacking, and so on. Let's continue to the next digital transformation phase. That is digital fit. The process of determining the ETOS-based business model is adjusted to the readiness of internal HR in adapting to the new business model, the readiness and ability of customer to adapt, and a supportive environment and financial readiness. And digital fit in Samudera Ports business is focused on customer requirement and objective achievement. The final phase of digital transformation is digital implementation. In the implementation process, Samudera Ports Management directly handles the system, educating both to the internal team as well as to external parties such as partners, customer, etc. This is done to increase knowledge and minimize errors or failures in the implementation of ETOS. Strategy for changing the business model approach at Samudera Ports is carried out through three stages of changing management. The first stage is unfreeze. Samudera Ports Management realized that non-ETOS business models have many opportunities for errors and take longer time in each process. A system is needed to cut business processes so that the time required is faster and avoids errors. The next stage is change. In implementing ETOS, Samudera Ports Management makes a firm policy both to employees and to customers to create an ideal reciprocal relationship. And the next stage is refreeze, where the ETOS-based operational activities are standardized and used as operational standards for ports managed by Samudera Ports. Okay, as can be seen on the screen, the previous explanation has been converted to a roadmap. Started from the digital reality phase, the The existing business model, the previous business model, was the manual port, and the actors that involved is IT provider, Samudera Indonesia Tangguh, Pelindo, and government. And the customer requirements is about the fast service, data accuracy, and automation. Go to the next phase is digital ambition. The objective of the digitalization is to make a more effective, efficient, and environmentally friendly business model. And next, for the digital potential, best practices comes from GICT, MAL, Singapore ports, China port, and Rotterdam ports, etc. And then the digital transformation enablers, there were big data, network, and automation. And then finally, ETOS-based port operation came up as the design of the future digital business model option. Next, for the digital fit, prioritize customer requirement underlying the making of AutoGate, e-payment, e-tele, and online locket. Because these are the basic needs of every port. Okay, so the final phase is digital implementation. Finally, ETOS-based port business model has been implemented with 3 stages of change management: unfreeze, change, and refreeze, just like has been explained before. And it also includes ETOS user evaluation, and now the business model have expanded networking. Okay, now to the conclusion. Samudera Ports experienced 5 phases in the digital transformation that was implemented. The first one, namely digital reality, which initially underwent a manual business model. This phase affects the dimension that exists, such as the customer dimension, with the convenience obtained by the customer, the benefit dimension obtained by the customer and Samudera Ports, the value-added dimension like data accuracy, service speed, etc. The partner dimension that includes and expand the networking of Samudera Ports business, and the financial dimension that can save money due to automation in the field. Next, the digital ambition is to make a more effective and efficient business model. Digital potential that arising from various problems occurred, and motivation from benchmarking carried out. Digital fit by adjusting internal and external readiness, and digital implementation, which involves the management role to go directly to the implementation and monitoring of digital transformation. To do with change, Samudera raises awareness regarding the importance of implementing systems in its business model by making various policies, regulation, and equipped with education and training for both internal and external parties. An ideal reciprocal relationship can be created in the new business model. Furthermore, ETOS-based business model is standardized and used as the standard for Samudera Ports business. Okay, so that's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching. Keep healthy and thank you.